what goes better with, in the fall time, Walker's chili. It's the Honey Queen honey sweetened cornbread. And I got this recipe actually from Stacy, who does my Color Street. She found me some B-nails, which is awesome. I'll have those on another time. So shout out to her. I always do a little twist so it becomes my own recipe, as you're gonna see today. And yes, it's moist, yes, it's fluffy, and it is sweet. It sounds like eating cake. So you can be baked in a square pan or a rectangle. This time I'm doing it in muffin tins because these are easier for me to store. I don't feel like I have as much waste when my family eats it, and we can put them in the freezer and pop that. So I have sprayed this. I'm gonna try a little trick here. I don't know, experiment. I've got the silicone baking muffin tins, the muffin containers, and I've got the paper. So those are both sprayed because you're supposed to butter your square pan or your rectangle. So I've got those all ready to go, and I just use my canola oil here. You'll need milk, honey, eggs, butter, which is in the microwave right now, half a cup, and I'm melting that. Flour, kosher salt, which is really unusual because usually use regular salt. The coarse cornmeal, baking powder, and a little bit of sugar. So let's get started here. First thing we're gonna do is 3/4 a cup of milk. So you're gonna put that in a larger, actually we're not gonna put that in a larger, we're gonna set to the side. We're going to start with the larger cup here, and we're going to add to it our honey. And after we add it, I use, of course, my handy dandy little spatula there. Rinse it out, and I have wetted the container before, either with oil or water or something, so that it slides right out. You know that little trick from watching me. I have preheated my oven to 350. I have a convection oven, so I'm going to turn that on, and we'll see if it cooks a little faster. So you whisk this in, and as soon as that gets a little more whisked, then I'm going to add my eggs. Most of the honey at the bottom there. Should have been really smart. I would have had these already cracked, but there's one. And here's two. 2 large eggs. And you whisk those in, and I just take my time because I don't want to over spill it there. This is in a larger measuring cup, so it'll all fit. And we're going to set this aside when we mix our dry ingredients in the bowl, so you can get that all ready. Looks pretty good. So in the large bowl, you want to be sure to have 1 cup of flour, that in there, 1 cup of cornmeal, half a cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. It's so nice to have everything all measured out. And 1 teaspoon of the kosher salt. Now, I've never baked with the kosher salt, so that's going to turn out kind of interesting, that when I've done this before, it just always works. So I mix these together, just combine them. So I think this is mixed enough now. We're going to put in our whisked milk, eggs, and honey. Butter in, half a cup, mix it, and then I'm going to use the cupcake. I'm going to use a scoop. So I'm going to scoop all these in. This is just the easiest thing to scoop with. And then we'll bake it for about 15 to 17 minutes until it's golden brown, the toothpick comes up. Sweet. So we'll be right back. Let's set the timer for 15 minutes. So I baked it until it was golden brown, and the toothpick test, it came out. Look how beautiful those look. So you can store these in the freezer if you wrap them in foil and then put a Ziploc, or up to a month to 2 months in the freezer. But I like it out fresh from 1 to 2 days, and the same thing, same way of storing it with foil, and then top it with Cox's creamed honey. Look at this. This, every time I come, it's almost empty. I get a new one out, and they've eaten it. When the taste test just recently for the best creamed honey, Fox's honey. Or you can top with this, or you can do a honey butter. I've got all those recipes. So, grandchildren, did you find a bee? There it is right there. My neighbor Jan gave that to me. Shout out to Jan, thank you. When they don't know what to give me, they give me a bees and I love it. Thank you so much. So be sure to subscribe to this channel and share it with other people. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I do put the recipe below and also on Pinterest. Have a sweet day and enjoy. We're gonna eat this with a chili later today. It's turning windy and cold here. Finally dropped to the 50s in Vegas area.